As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up. Jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November Eve.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nikes and Kais. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrive. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know a way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back.
As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up. Jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tonight it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store between the New England Patriots and the Minnesota Vikings. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. Fields this way up at the 17. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. And if you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
Play action. It's Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, once again, from all of us at EA Sports, happy Thanksgiving. Hope everybody's had a fantastic day on the couch, belt unbuckled, feet up. This, of course, the nightcap to a great day of football here on this Thanksgiving holiday 2022. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. The third down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now on 2nd and 13. Herbert. Forced out to his left. Open man right side is Shark. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a real extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Folk's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Big impact play, a tackle for loss.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Devin Duvernay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Vikings at 8-2 on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Evans trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2nd and goal from the 1. Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ramondre Stevenson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert escaping the pressure right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Herbert. Yeah, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, Herbert. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't...
Touchdown, Patriots! Irv Smith Jr., 32 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game, Charles, much talked about coming in. And you think there's a real chance this is a Super Bowl preview?
I do, because as things stand, and I'll give you a little bit of a caveat here, that maybe things will shake out a little bit if someone loses along the way. But here we are right now. These are your 2 current #1 seeds, and I think they're both good enough to make it to the big game.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
concrete.
Toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Minnesota. 44 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run here with Evans. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll run with Stevenson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ramondre Stevenson with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Lockett in motion right. On first down, Justin Herbert. Flushed out right. Here's a diving catch right side. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert back to the air. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The slot man in motion right. On first down, it's Herbert. There's Chark with a great grab. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
Lockett in motion right. Herbert operating from the red zone. Touchdown! DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Folk. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. There's Wilson to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Herbert. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyler Lockett, 30 yards. And the Patriots take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Wilson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Moore, the man in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had it.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now Folk for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wilson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Flushed, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Vikings.
DeAndre Swift.
76 yards.
And the Vikings get a bit closer.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is down to 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He hits his target, Lockett. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And Shark calls it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. DJ Chark. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Pats add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Folk connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
121 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 3rd down, Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Herbert off of play action. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. There's Jamin Davis, the former Kentucky Wildcat, bringing the pressure that time. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down with Evans. And some room to maneuver. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big chunk of yardage there. 37 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly...
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Now it's Herbert. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for New England, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out the book. Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. The chain gon' cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, get him picked off Bentley white like cotton. Residential store, don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money, what I miscount cause I'm off a. Yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call me, get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody. I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. I'm downstairs. I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, we waiting, confused like what happened. You get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, pick up traffic. What the is you doing? We gotta dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch your tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, girl. Bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Took me 20 to get ready, yo. Shower moisturizer and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like, hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one thing. Well, anyway, gotta pay a little more. If we make to the jet, got a jet cause the boat leave at 8 and we got some bird on that. Bird that can for every Ablo project. You ain't scared to change cause it's ain't coming out your pockets. My fruity and slick. I'm rude a little bit. Don't be acting so appalled. Oh, your girl, let it put so much into tonight. And you just don't care. Playing games, come on, bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Tonight, just don't care. Playing games, girl, bring your downstairs.
something in the house.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First play, Watson to the air. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
After the sack on first down, Watson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. They'll run for it. Chubb, and he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Faking the give. Now Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson sliding out of the pocket.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again is Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Again, it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
On 4th down, Watson. Just keeping the play alive. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the